Welcome back. Hiruko said we'd talk more tomorrow. She's finally started telling me stuff, so I don't think she's about to go back on that promise now. Yeah, not at this point. Had no choice but to trust her. I crawled into bed and let myself drift off, wondering what revelations tomorrow would bring. It's like, what else could we learn at this point? At day 12? Like, what other wonders do you have in store for us, Hiruko? No, we're off somewhere. Maybe to the leap device, whatever you call it. Hiruko called on me after breakfast. She told me to meet her in the entrance hall. And it looks like she's already here.
Huh?
Are we exploring outside today? Don't you want to hear the rest of my story? Yeah, of course. Then don't ask questions and follow me. And don't forget your fire extinguisher. I would have liked it if one just disappeared at that point. Be like, oh. Hiruko walked away at a brisk pace. I grabbed an extinguisher and hurried after her. And then the next one disappeared at this point. Just like, you know, that kind of thing. But you just look good. So where are we going now?
Oh?
Why are you always so dense? I know what you want to ask. We're going to the one place where I can properly explain things. You mean that old lab?
Oh.
Better than giving you a labotomy. Well, you found it funny in a previous timeline. That was a joke. Yeah, I didn't think she was being serious. It was just so weird to hear Hiruko joke about anything. Now stop wasting time with your nonsense and let's get going. That's more Hiruko. Nonsense, I didn't even say anything. But Hiruko was already on the move, too far away to hear any protest I might voice. Sheesh. I muttered my complaints to the air instead, and followed after her. On the way to the lab, I filled Hiruko in on what happened in the timeline with the zombie outbreak. Like she told me yesterday, she didn't have any memories of the second half of that timeline. Or more accurately, of anything that happened after she was zombified. Interesting to see these routes now, isn't it? From this angle. Still don't know why they didn't reuse that hole. Like, you had the option. You had the option. Gee. It's just like I thought. Those zombies were created by Gi parasites. It all began with the Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 specimens Darumi and Gaku brought back. Alpha 2 was already in its male spawning phase. It laid its eggs in the bodies of our dead friends, including me.
Oh?
Then those eggs hatched into male Gi and burrowed into the corpse's brains, temporarily reanimating them. It also explains one of the biggest mysteries around them. It does? Which one?
Oh?
You're better off not knowing. But I know you'll only keep pestering me about it, so I'll tell you later. At least she's catching on now with the idea that he won't shut up with the questions. When we arrived at the lab, Hiruko dispelled her class armor. I did the same. Why do we change back into our regular clothes? You can't put on a leap suit while wearing class armor. I don't think we'll actually need the suits this time, but it's just a force of habit. Why don't they work if you've got class armor on? Leap suits have the ability to repel hemo-anima. They're not affected by attacks from class weapons. If you try to put one on in class armor, the two surfaces would refuse to touch each other like magnets with the same polarities. Doing a parallel leap without one of those suits is a bad idea, right? You experienced it, mate. You should know this.
Oh?
You shouldn't need to ask me that. You've already experienced the leap damage firsthand. Oh, my brain! And such, you know. Leap what? Leap damage is what happens if you parallel leap without a leap suit. You've mentioned this leaping stuff a couple of times now. What does it mean? That's what I brought you here to explain. Are you familiar with the concept of parallel universes? Oh, I'm quite familiar. Yeah, Eito told me about them in the first cycle. They're basically alternate realities, right? Are you saying the different timelines we've experienced are the same things? Exactly. If it helps, you can think of parallel universes as the worlds of other timelines. So parallel leaping is, just like the name implies, it's the process of traveling or leaping to a parallel universe. Leaping kind of implies we're going pretty far. People call trips through time leap sometimes, right? Isn't anything like that? Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So, like, right, we got to discuss theories of time travel and time loops and parallel worlds here before we get into like my logic. So, let's use the chapters as a way to show this logic. So you take Groundhog Day. Actually, we'll take the first 100 days here, right? That's your first time through. That's your first cycle. In a simple, normal time loop scenario, you go back to day 2, right? Okay? You go all the way back to day 2. Boom, you start there again, and then you diverge from that. But in a time loop scenario, this other world doesn't exist. Because it's the same universe. You've leapt back into the time of the same universe. You haven't jumped dimensions, you're in the same dimension, just earlier in time, and then you're looping backwards and forwards through that moment on the timeline of that universe. That is not what is happening here. It is creating different parallel universes. It is not the same timeline, it is not the same world, it is diverging, it is shifting, it is changing. It is creating new universes at every choice. You can see this like throughout, there's just different branches coming off everywhere, different routes. They are different parallel worlds. So, you can't time loop across this concept. Like it's not time looping. It's what even would you call it? Because it is like they are if like these two are looping, they're not looping in the concept of like what you would normally consider a time loop. Like you're not going back through the events again and changing the outcome of that world. Like you are creating new worlds, new possibilities, which is a slightly different concept because they do reach an end goal and then they loop back, but the world has been created, the timeline has been created, that parallel world exists. Now, why do I say that? Why is it not just like they're like going backwards and forwards and it's just creating the new timelines and then it all resets? Because they're jumping between the worlds. Like we've already seen them potentially jump to the slasher route. Like it's somewhere around here where Gaku dies, isn't it? Like where was it that Gaku died? So Gaku's dead somewhere. So that's what I was theorizing. Because Gaku's dead there. It was fairly early where you had to have someone else who was dead other than Ato. So it was there. So I'm assuming it's there. It's on the slasher route / mystery route, which is also the killing game. Wait, no, is it the slasher route? So that's up there. No, it's not the slasher route. It's the mystery route and the killing game route is the one that we jumped to previously. Which means that world exists independently of where their consciousness is. So it's like they're time looping and their choices basically decide which world they are in. Like this is why we need a little discussion. Like their choices are deciding which world they're in. Whether it's creating that universe or it already exists, the idea that they're looping, it's like they're looping back to a certain point and then their actions decide which world they're in. Not decide where the timeline goes, like just which world they're in. Because if it decided which timeline went where, it's like there wouldn't actually be branching paths that you could travel to. Because this is the thing, right? if it was the simple concept of time loops, okay? So time loop, you go to day 100 on your first 100 days, you go back to day 2, you make a different choice. You can't then jump to a different parallel world. Say you can't like jump back to the first cycle. Why? Because it doesn't exist anymore within a normal idea of like how time loops work, because it's like you are still in the same world, you are still in the same universe. But that's not what it's doing here. It's like it's resetting for you. Apparently, there is that aspect as well, that apparently it's resetting for you, and you are coming back to this point, essentially, and then you are branching into different worlds based on your actions. Like, that's the concept that seems to actually be happening, what we're seeing here. It's like... it's almost like it's parallel time looping. Like, all these different universes, and ones they don't even know about, are all looping. And based on their actions decides where their consciousness goes. Which world will it be in now? But the others are still running in parallel at the exact same time. So it's like it's a lot of repeating 100 days. Like, these events will always happen. It's just some paths you haven't been down, like Hiruko was mentioning, like we haven't been down this path yet. Like, she hasn't done this one before. So she doesn't know where it's going to lead, where it's going to take her. And that's interesting. So it's like, it is like there's two concepts coming together here. So it's like we have to think of it from that point of view. Like, it's not a simple case of just time loops. It's like that's too simple. It's like, no. We got branching paths as well, which it's parallel leaping. Yeah, it's parallel leaping. Well, it's parallel... because parallel leaping just implies you're just leaping between the dimensions. It's parallel time loops. Parallel time loops. Okay. That you can leap between. Parallel time loops that you can leap between. Okay. Leaping kind of implies we're going pretty far, but people call trips through time leaps sometimes, right? It's anything like that. No, the direction is completely different. A time leap means going forward or back in time. A parallel leap is going, like, more horizontal in movement. Or like changing trains to ride a different line. It's pretty much explaining what I was just discussing. It's like the little map thing it's got there. It's like, yeah, look, you got the time travel, which is the loop. But it's like, yeah, between the different ones. Yeah. It's interesting. It's still not got all the bits I was saying, where it's like all of them must be going through this loop. You know. We can't use parallel leaps to go back to the past or forward to the future. Instead, we move to the same place at the same point in time, but on different timelines. Take a look at this diagram. Let's say we leap from timeline A at 1:01 a.m. We'd arrive in timeline B at the same time, 1:01 a.m.
Oh.
Essentially, our coordinates in time don't change, only the world that we inhabit. And there's another difference too. A time leap would be like your journey back after the first cycle, and your consciousness was affected. Like, it's like me being like, this is what I was discussing. It's not like you got into a time machine and physically went back in time. But that's not the case with parallel leaps. When we leap, our bodies are traveling to those alternate realities. And the thing that makes that possible is this. The PLM.
Oh.
You probably guessed from the PL part, but it stands for Parallel Leap Machine. Wait a minute. You mean that night, just after midnight on day 5? We leapt to another timeline?
Oh.
You only just figured that out. You really are slow sometimes. Where did we go, though? Which timeline was it? In answer to my question, Hiruko took out a handheld device and showed me the screen. Hey! It is the chapter select. There we go. What's this?
Oh.
A map of the different timelines, based on the machine's data. The timeline we went to that night was... Hunt Mystery. Because it's the invader hunt, which is the killing game. Haha. Hunt what? It's a timeline that splits in two on day 25. It's a timeline that splits in two on day 25. It splits right there. Hunt. Killing game route. Mystery. Hey. One of them you don't remember yet. We're forced to participate in a killing game called the Invader Hunt. Yes, yes, yes. It doesn't split like that though, does it? I'm sure it splits differently from that. Like, yeah, it goes down, not across. You need to update your map. The other branch you should remember. It's the one where Gaku was killed on day 5 and Kaku's body was found on day 27. You investigated the matter and figured out that it was Shuma who killed Kaku. But then Shuma himself was killed. This time you pinned Eva as the culprit. But then she self-destructed and things only got worse from there. You were beset by a whole host of mysteries, but still did your best to solve them. That's why I call this branch the Mystery Timeline. The Hunt and Mystery Timelines, huh?
Oh.
That's right. And this is the line that both of them split off from. So combine the names together, making this the Hunt Mystery Timeline. And that's the one we went to? Yes, on day 5, just after midnight. Well, why did you want to go there anyway? It had 2 objectives. One was to prevent Gaku's death. The other was to do something about Omega. Wait, what? Omega? Who's that? Just for a moment, Hiruko hesitated. Yeah, we're not getting memories of Omega. Omega is the one who killed Gaku. Huh. You mean X? Isn't that the mastermind behind the murders in that timeline was called? No, X and Omega are different people. Omega has his brain infected with Gi data. Omega is Takumi then. Okay. Because yeah, we'd figured that out. Okay. There was no physical parasite there, but it was just the same as if he'd been taken over by one. That's what drove him to murder Gaku. Even if I hadn't dealt with him, he would have tried to kill again. And that's why I went to that timeline to remove the Gi data from Omega's brain. Those were my goals that night. Honestly, I still didn't get it. I waited for her to carry on. I do get it. It's very much that case of like, no, it is that idea. The route. I would be so nice to have the gallery at this point so I could point to it. It's trying to explain. It's the ending where like he's tied up and we're speaking to the Gi. It's the what is it? Goodbye kiss. Like that route, but also combined with the route where he gets taken over by the Gi. Because obviously that's how the data starts going back. So it's like, Honestly, I still didn't get it. I waited for her to carry on.
Oh.
On day 4, you saw me and Sarai talking, yes? The thing he gave me that day was a cerebral glitch repair program. Or rather, a thumb drive with the program loaded onto it. I couldn't have erased the Gi data without that. Oh. So when does that branch itself, then? Because that's the thing, is like, are you causing branches within those timelines? Why did Sarai even have something like that? That's a matter for another day. The important thing is that he handed it over. Once I had that program, I jumped to the Hunt Mystery Timeline at midnight on day 5. Just like you saw. Hiruko went on to tell me what happened after that. During the time I lost track of her, so maybe it wasn't Gaku in the device. Right, let's go back to the chapter thing. Let's go back to the chapters. Because I was thinking it'd be Gaku because he was dead. He was trying to revive him. What's route's this? What route we at? Yeah, we're on the right one. Okay, so this went down here. And that's that choice. That's the Hunt mystery route. So that's the mystery one. That's the Hunt, which is the killing game one. Okay, so on that route, Gaku died then, and that's what I was thinking. So on that route, I'm trying to remember the endings. Told me the names of them, it would help. Trying to remember like where was what and where, because that's the mystery, it's the Killing Game one. Yeah, it wasn't on the Killing Game one we had the geese stuff. That was up here on the slasher route. Yeah, that was up here on the slasher route with a different divergence here. So we didn't go there. That's not when we went. Yeah, we didn't, because like before, I was thinking we traveled here to try and prevent Gaku from dying. It's like, no. We traveled here over to the slasher route stuff. No. Back it up. Other way around. We did travel here. But I thought it was Gaku. Because on this route, we have the Gi data still there. And that's what leads to a lot of issues with Omega. And we have X and all that type of stuff going on there. Whereas down here, on the hunt mystery bit, sure, Gaku's dead, but that's not what she was doing. She was getting rid of the Gi data, which led to a lot more stuff down here. Which led to the Killing Game route. So if she doesn't do that, that timeline doesn't exist? Or the mystery one, you know. This type of stuff I love, by the way. If you haven't gathered from all the other things we've played on the channel, I love multiple timelines, multiple worlds, and the interplay they're doing here is very interesting. Because like I said, it's like you've got time loops, but also parallel time loops. And then you can jump between them, and it's like, ooh, that's very interesting. First of all, she went back into the school and rang Omega's doorbell. She hid on the dorm roof and waited for the murderer to come out. She then dropped down and knocked him out with a strike to the back of the neck. When it was like something happened and then he woke up and everything was okay. It's like, what happened with that? With Omega unconscious, all that was left was to take him to the infirmary and run the repair programming on him. But then the Gi data in his brain took over. He got up, grabbed Hiruko's arm and threw her against the wall. That's why she attacked Takumi, because she thought it was Omega, when it wasn't, it was Takumi. Got it! I was still down in the morgue at the time, freaking out over seeing Ato's body. Of course, now I realize that was the Ato from that timeline, not the one I knew. In that timeline, I must have decided to kill him on the night of day 2 and absorb his cryptoglobin. So it was only natural that his corpse would be there. Anyway, that was when I heard the noise. Turns out it was the sound of Hiruko crashing into the wall upstairs. When I went out into the corridor, I heard another noise. It must have been the infirmary door opening. And that was when Omega got away from me. Must have realized there was someone else around and ran. Of course, I didn't actually see any of this. That blow against the wall knocked me out. And the next time you came to was when I was holding you. Like, yeah, because this thing, I was just thinking, like, we got knocked out twice, didn't we? So it's like, this time it hadn't worked. And the next time you came to was when I was holding you. That's right. Then I kicked you in the stomach and tried to break that little matchstick you call a neck. Can you try to sound a little more sorry about that? I already apologized. Yeah, but you never told me why you did it. What do you mean? Haven't you figured it out yet? I have! I had a bad feeling about this. A chill ran down my spine and I broke out in goosebumps. After you blacked out and I got a proper look at you, I noticed something. There's a purple rash on your neck. It's one of the symptoms of time leap damage. That's when I realized I'd made a mistake. So I released you and went to look for Omega instead. I knew where he'd be, the classroom on the first floor. From the way things played out before, he was bound to show up there eventually. I got there as fast as I could, but...
I was too late. When I opened the door, I saw Gaku's body, covered in blood.
Ah, there we go.
And standing above him was Omega, still waving around a kitchen knife.
Please, don't tell me.
Mate, it wasn't you, it's fine.
Was Omega.
I'm sorry. But it's true. Omega's true identity.
Is the Gi data that's inside your brain on that root. And like, you can't say it's Takumi because it's not Takumi. It's taking over Takumi's body.
The person with the Gi data in their brain.
Thank you.
The one who killed Gaku.
We get it.
It was you. Takumi Sumino.
No, it's a lie. I won't believe it.
I'd be like, oh. Like, why are you upset by this? It'd be like, oh. Well, that's not me, though. It would be like, yeah, in another timeline, you got possessed by some data from another timeline and went on a killing spree. Like, oh. That's not going to happen now, is it? It's like, not unless you have the Gi data in your head. Like, oh, okay.
I did it.
He's not dead, mate.
I killed Gaku?
No, you didn't.
No, it can't be. That can't be true.
Again, it's not him, so... And we knew this. It's the Gi, mate. It's the Gi, it's not you. At day 13. Are we back?
This is the second time you've done this. I'm starting to get tired of it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. It's like, dude, mate, this is not a reason to panic. Like, you haven't done anything. You didn't do anything. Even on that route, you didn't do anything.
Did I pass out back at the lab?
Yes. And I carried you all the way back. I'd say that makes us even for the whole accidental strangling incident.
I mean, to be fair, like, you apologize. It's like, yeah, it's based on the events. It's like, that's a big misunderstanding, completely understandable. You made the misunderstanding. So it's like, yeah, sorry is all you need to say. And you did that, so.
It's fine. I can see why you did it now.
Yeah.
You thought I was the me from that Hunt mystery timeline.
I sat up and got out of bed. You stopped talking when I was taking my drink? I remembered about the other timelines I'd experienced. You said that already. Back on day 2, yeah. But I remember more of them now. What do you remember exactly? Well, I hesitated. These weren't memories I particularly wanted to dredge up again. It wasn't the Hunt mystery this time, was it? You remembered the serial killer timeline, didn't you? The serial killer timeline. It didn't take a genius to figure out which one she meant. Like, yeah. That's the other one, the one that did have the Gi data. Yeah. Except the killer wasn't Yugumu, it was me. In that timeline, I killed Eva. Then Moko. And Takimaru. And Kurara. And Shuma. And Durumi. And Demon and Kaka. And while we're at it, all of them. Everyone. All my friends. And in the end, even Nozomi. I started shivering uncontrollably. I felt off balance, like I might collapse any minute. Again, not you, mate, not you. Are you alright? I wasn't alright. Not even a little. But I put my hand on my chest and forced myself to take some deep breaths.
Oh?
You were probably repressing those memories until now, as a self-defense mechanism. That could also be a reason why he's not doing time travel, like he's not thinking about it. It's like he's repressing things. So he's then therefore not thinking time travel because it might dredge up these memories. That's another way they could explain it. Again, just one line of dialogue. Like, we got half a bit. But I want just a complete full sentence. Just like, here, this is why he never brought it up. Be like, oh, okay, that's fine. And you sealed them away in a corner of your mind without even being aware of it. That's why I liken your mind to a steel shell before. But I guess you really are as fragile as a salmon roe after all. I wasn't paying attention to what Hiruko was saying. The only thing I could hear clearly was my own raging heartbeat. This might sound like an empty platitude, but I assure you, I say it as someone with 40 years worth of experience. Don't beat yourself up over this. It's not your fault. You aren't the same person who did those horrible things. The one who killed Gaku on day 5 was the Hunt Mystery Takumi. Likewise, the Takumi and serial killer timeline was someone completely different from who you are now. And even with those other versions of you, it was really the Gi data in their brains that made them act that way. Yeah. They weren't in control of themselves. You didn't have to bear the responsibility for their crimes. My breathing finally started to slow down. I wiped away the cold sweat that had formed on my forehead. What is this Gi data anyway? And how did it get in my brain? I didn't know either until last night when you told me about the zombie outbreak. In that zombie timeline, you were infected on day 100. The Alpha 1 Gi queen laid an egg inside you. And that egg then hatched into another queen which burrowed its way into your brain and fused with you on a cellular level. Okay, but right after that, the final attack began and... Loop! Yes? Your consciousness didn't just disappear at the end of that timeline. It was brought back to the start of the loop on day 2. Along with all your memories. Our memories persist across timelines, so they must exist in our brains as some kind of cognitive data. And in this case, that data included the presence of the Gi. The parasite itself didn't travel back in time with you, but it had merged with you so completely that it was already part of your consciousness when you came back. But isn't that going to be a problem? Doesn't that mean my brain still has the data in it even now? Don't worry about it, it won't take over you again. The version of you that's here now has already been treated. Treated?
Oh.
This is a timeline from after you successfully had the Gi data removed. There are timelines like that? That's what the story locks are. It's like you had to have done that to reach this timeline. It's like some timelines just can't carry on unless you've done something else. They can't exist unless you've done something else. So it's like, yeah, that's what the story locks are for. Okay. Trust me, a lot can happen over the course of 146 loops. I meant to tell you yesterday, but Omega, the you in the Hunt Mystery Timeline, has been treated now too. Remember I said I walked in on Omega killing Gaku in the first floor classroom? Before he could escape again, I ran up to him, injected him with an anesthetic, and I got him to the infirmary. A few seconds later, he was out cold. I hoisted him onto my back and carried him upstairs. So I'm wondering, like, that's that one. I'm assuming that's happening again on another route as well, and that's the 2 people in the suit, or these 2 people, like this Hiruko, this Takumi, and that's when they injected Takumi on that route. So he's fine after that point. Back in the infirmary, I put him into one of the recovery drones and got to work. I still had the repair program Sarai gave me. I installed it into the Revive-O-Matic and used it to erase the Gi data from Omega. Well, this is the weird thing, is like some of the stuff that we've seen can only happen after this, but this can only happen after we've done something else on those routes. It's very, very interesting and like paradoxy-ish, but with loops coming in, kind of solves the paradox, essentially. Because the loops did it. You go, you saw me doing that, didn't you? Right, I did. You asked me who was in the machine before. Well, it was you. The Hunt Mystery version of you. And here's the thing, you couldn't exactly revive Gaku either. Because, sure, you could revive Gaku. Completely fine. But then he's going to be like, Takumi killed me. Like,
Oh.
At any rate, the treatment was a success. The Gi data was completely removed from Omega's brain. The Takumis in both the Hunt and Mystery timelines that branch off from there will be fine too.
Huh.
You won't have to worry about them hurting or killing anyone now.
Huh?
That's good, but what did you do with that me after you finished treating him? I took him back to his room and put him in bed. Not unlike what I did to you last night.
Oh.
Then I went back to the infirmary and slept you around until you came to. I'm assuming you remember that? Yeah, I also remember you saying I couldn't save him. Now you told me this, I can see you meant Gaku. Hiruko's expression clouded over. She gave a little nod. Her brows knitted together in sorrow and frustration. Come on, don't be like that. This is all my fault anyway. I was the one who killed that version of Gaku. And everyone else in the serial killer timeline too. How many times are you going to make me repeat myself? That wasn't your fault. It was nice of Hiruko to say that, but it didn't do any good. I still felt like I was caught in a dark, sludgy whirlpool that was dragging me down, threatening to swallow me whole. What am I going to do with you? Remember your promise. Don't let the truth destroy you. I had a feeling you'd react like this. That's why I was keeping it from you. I just knew you'd end up feeling like you were responsible for the whole thing. I wanted these thoughts to go away. I wanted it all to stop. It took everything I had to croak out my next words. I'm sorry, but I'd like to be alone for a while. Hiruko sighed again, shaking her head in bewilderment, but she left all the same. A cold silence fell over the room. Could have sworn I heard a heavy rumbling gurgling up from somewhere deep beneath the ground. Huh. Sounded like the agonized groans of everyone who died because of me. Oh. Thought he meant actually. I was like, what's happening now? I dropped to the floor, covered my ears, and closed my eyes. Not your fault, mate. It's not your fault. You didn't do it. Day 14. My head was completely empty. I didn't want to do anything or think about anything, or even breathe, really. I just sat there in the corner of my room. I hugged my knees and curled up tight, wishing I could disappear while time continued to flow around me. I could hear voices outside, my friends chatting and laughing. Sound cut into me like a knife. In another timeline, I had been the one to steal that laughter from them. Forever. No, you weren't responsible, mate. At some point, my room started to get dark. The sun must be going down outside. Darkness seemed to trickle in until it filled the space completely. Lying there in the same position for so long, I'd lost all sensation, all awareness of my body. Didn't even feel like my body anymore. It was like my soul had come loose and I was staring down at my physical form from above. My visitor came in a little after that. Hiruko! How long are you going to stay like this?
Oh.
Everyone's worried about you. They think you're sick. I told them you were, anyway. Couldn't exactly tell them you're feeling guilty about things another version of you did in an alternate timeline. What do you want, Hiruko?
Oh.
I'm not here because I want to be. The others just sent me to ask you something. Ask me what? Tomorrow's day 15. That means there's another attack coming. They want to know if you'll be joining the battle.
Oh.
Or are you going to abandon them? Are you going to betray them? Do you just not care if any of them get killed? They've already been killed. I killed them myself. All of them, one after another. All of them dead because of me. So I just can't. I can't do this anymore. I don't care. Just let whatever happens, happen. I really can't do anything. Hiruko continued to stare at me, but there was a different look in her eyes now. There was no pity there, only contempt. When she spoke, her voice sounded hoarse, like she was holding back some strong emotion. I'm disappointed in you. what you told me on day 10 mean nothing? You told me we could make the future we deserve together. What happened to all of us reaching day 100 with a smile? Hearing that is what convinced me to tell you everything. I felt like this timeline could be different. It was the first time in 146 loops anyone's ever said anything like that to me. I really thought there was something special about this timeline, about you. Thought you might be the one to finally break us out of this never-ending hell.
Oh.
And now you're giving up? Just like that? How could you? She clenched her fists. The look in her eyes had changed again. Now she was glaring at me with pure, undisguised animosity.
Huh?
You weakling. You sniveling coward. You think you get to give up and mope around for the rest of your life? Who do you think you are? A Samu Dazai? No, you're worse than that. You're like a mech pilot going crazy from being synced with its navigation system, or a poser emo band fangirl bandaging her wrist just to fit in.
Oh.
The you that killed everyone was a completely different person in a different timeline, and he wasn't even in control when he did it. Get a hold of yourself already.
Oh.
Don't you realize how much danger you're putting everyone in by wallowing like this? If anything is going to get them killed, it's your negativity and self-loathing. You're sure as hell not going to protect anyone the way you are now. If you're going to allow others to protect you while doing nothing in return, you might as well be signing their death warrants yourself. You're going to get everyone killed, and you're doing it of your own free will this time. That's a complete betrayal of everything you believe in. What happened to all of us reaching day 100 with a smile? What happened to creating a future where we could all be happy? Tried everything I could think of and nothing's worked. I can't do this alone. I need your help, you, Takumi Sumino. You're the only one who can save us. Snap out of it, mate. For a moment, neither of us said anything. Hiruko's shoulders were shaking and she was breathing heavily. Her quick, shallow panting was the only thing breaking the silence. But eventually, even that sound became quieter. I guess that's it. I can't count on you for anything. Not in this loop or the next. Or the one after that. Never again. Hiruko turned and left the room. While she was talking, something had started to well up inside me. Now a wild, raging energy was surging through me. Couldn't let it end like this. I didn't know what I was going to do, but this feeling inside of me was getting stronger and it had to go somewhere. I went to the infirmary after I had broken my hand. Before I knew what I was doing, I got to my feet and rushed out the door. I was imagining he punched the wall. You know, Hiruko, wait. She turned around. She looked so sad, so tired, but I looked her dead in the eye and let everything I was feeling come pouring out. I did mean what I said back then, and I still feel the same. I want to create a future where we can all be happy, not just for day 100, but day 102, day 103, day 101, in some kind of order that's better than that, and all the days after that. Right now, I want that more than ever. These memories, this knowledge of the other timelines, they've shown me just how important that is. So I'll fight. Not just against the invaders, or my own weakness, but an enemy even greater than that too. Time itself. I'll fight the cruel destiny that's been pushed onto us. It was time itself. A light breeze blew across the roof, ruffling Hiruko's hair. She tucked a stray lock behind her ear and spoke, looking just a little more hopeful than before. What are our chances of pulling that off? Isn't it obvious? I've absolutely no idea. What? The future is an open book. That's how it's always been. And I want to create a totally new future. There's no telling what might happen. But even so, I'll still fight. I'll fight with everything I have. I'll fight to protect you and the others and to create a future where no one has to die. You and I are getting out of this loop.
Let's reach out and grab our future. I won't let it stay out of reach anymore.
I raised my arm and extended it toward the satellite. Hiruko, did the same. We're still hundreds of thousands of miles away, solemnly shimmering in the night sky, but somehow...
Just reach out and grab it, huh?
Yeah,
Both of us? Together?
that's right.
You really think we can do it?
No.
I don't know. But I'll do anything to make it happen.
Anything?
Yeah.
You did say anything.
Hey, what does that mean?
Yeah, I did.
Hiruko let her hand drop to her side.
Oh.
Alright, in that case, starting tomorrow, you're going to be my servant. What? You said you'd do anything. Naturally, that includes being my slave, doesn't it? Hold on, that's not exactly what I meant. I'll be counting on you to get me out of this loop. Yeah, of course, but the servant thing is... Silence, I'm tired and I'm going to bed. I need to rest up for the battle tomorrow. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh.
Well, good night. All the dots. She gave me a wicked grin before going back to her room. As I watched her go, I noticed a newfound spring in her step. I, on the other hand, suddenly felt uneasy. I doubted I'd sleep well tonight. Give it a go, though, mate. Right, battle today on day 15. Oh. Early the next morning, I woke Hiruko up and convinced her to join me in the courtyard. What are we doing out here at this hour? The enemy is going to attack during the morning announcement. But before that, I need to ask you something.
Oh.
What is it?
Huh?
It's about Veshness, the Supreme Commander. In the last 2 battles, she basically told everyone to ignore her. Had us focus on the regular commanders instead. And you want to know why? It's simple enough. Because she isn't as much of a threat in this timeline. Why not? In most, though not all, of her timeline, she starts absorbing cryptoglobin like we do. It's a decision she comes to while listening in on our communications in her hoodie guise on day 7. She also finds out about you coming from the future from intercepting a conversation between you and Sarai. Damn it, Sarai. That's when she puts it all together. The reason both sides suddenly got stronger is because of you absorbing so much cryptoglobin during the first cycle. Knowing that, she decides to do the same, breaking her religion's greatest taboo. But none of that has happened in this timeline. Because you didn't mention time travel in the battle on day 7.
Oh.
Not that you would, having decided to keep it secret from everyone.
Oh.
Now, Veshness doesn't know you've come from the future, or just how much power can be gained by taking it from others. Do you understand what that means? Yeah, she's still following the teachings and not absorbing cryptoglobin. Not in this timeline, anyway. As far as you know. It did make sense. Must be why she didn't drain Pakran after we defeating her. But that doesn't mean she's not a threat at all, right? Of course not. Ideally, I'd like to put an end to her in today's battle. How are we going to do that? We have the new weapons Sarai and them created. It's what we usually use on day 15. Alright, but it's also usually unfinished. Yeah. Could have started there. What do you think I've been doing while you've been moping these last 2 days? I've been out gathering materials. I know the ruins so well by now, it barely took me any time at all. The bomb is 100% complete.
Oh.
That includes the detonator. Nobody will have to die setting it off. That was good news, but I felt pretty guilty about it. Hiruko had been out there working so hard and I hadn't done a single thing to help. Wow, sorry. Don't worry about it. I can lick my boots clean to apologize. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh.
This bomb is also a lot more powerful than the past versions. I gave Sarai and them some pointers to improve it. So we're going to hit Vishnu's with that today? That's right. We're going to make Vishy's out of her. Hiruko's eyes glinted viciously behind her glasses. Then we heard the morning announcement over the PA system. There we go. And here they come. Right on schedule. We'll watch these ones this time on the steady fundamental route. So we've been skipping recently, but it's like, well, this is like our last proper route, so we shall see. Okay, here goes. Even the transformation, if he does it, we'll view it all. When we got to the war room, everyone else was already there. You're late. Where have you guys been? I bet they were off making babies somewhere. What? Such indecency. Do you think of nothing else?
Hey!
We weren't doing anything like that. Did Sarai and them tell us the invaders would attack early in the day? My dear brother and I were waiting for almost an hour before the alarm went off. Well, hey, they're here now. That's what counts. Do we have a read on the enemy? Sarai nodded and pointed to the monitor with his stick.
That's
Valagarzo.
And Zanshin, right?
Apparently the others already knew about the commanders we'd be facing. Hiruko had probably told Sarai and them, so they could brief the rest of them.
You said these two can combine their bodies together?
Yeah, Valagarchin? Was that it?
Just like Takumi and Hiruko.
so it was a battle simulation to better understand our enemy's moves.
Neither of us replied. It'll take way too long to start clearing up that misunderstanding now.
Yeah!
Come on, let's get out there and start killing! How's the Revive-O-Matic looking, though? Don't you worry about a thing. It's all fixed up and ready to go. If you die, you'll be brought back as good as new, including all your memories, of course. So go ahead and die all you want. Just try to leave some alive to defend this core. Yeah, let's do this. Special Defense Unit. Move out. Oh, by Jove. All of them. If anything, we're only missing Evo. I think that's it, isn't it? Oh, and Ato. Be weird if we had all of them. Which is possible on this timeline, really. So far. So far. Because I would see all of them come out now. Like, again, as far as we can at this point. A big, huge team of these guys. We still skip if it comes up as an option to skip, though, by the way. It's not like, oh, look, like, everyone's here, we'll do it. Like, we'll still skip, but get the major stuff like this sorted, where it's like, yeah. Assemble. There we go. Wave 1 ended.
Wow! That wasn't hard at all.
That's probably because the commanders haven't arrived yet.
I think they're here. Look over there.
Now you face Valagarzo, the paragon of indomitability. Your war ends here. No matter what happens, I will never yield. Blood of my bond, release!
It's the wolfy dude. With the giant cannon. As you do.
I am the paragon of salvation, Sam. I'm done letting you have your way with us. In the name of God Most Holy, I will purge you from this planet!
Yeah, we know your names already.
We've got a neat little intelligence network of our own, you know?
Everyone seemed pretty confident, but I suddenly remembered how this went the first time around. I sided up to Hiruko and tried to talk to her without attracting attention.
Hey, Yugamu hasn't made his special drug in this timeline, has he?
The one he used to defeat Genshin in the first cycle? No, he hasn't. He hasn't extracted any Commander DNA to make it with.
Why didn't you say anything? We could have used Mervrams before we killed him.
Me? Why didn't you say anything? I don't remember anything about the first cycle battle with Genshin.
Why? She was right, of course. Hiruko was already dead at that point. Killed by Ato. But not like, why doesn't she remember that timeline? Well, like, why don't you remember that information from other timelines where Takumi would have brought it up? That. I hadn't thought of taking DNA from Moving. That was on me. But I never expected we'd have to face them again as early as day 15.
How long has it been since we last fought together as one section? I can't wait to go wild again!
Can't you at least try to act your age? We need to finish this quickly.
What the hell? What are they up to now?
Remember, we're not just fighting for ourselves anymore.
You gotta be kidding me! Where did they go?
Oh, right. Almost forgot about the whole combining thing.
Being able to merge together like that? I'm so freaking jealous!
Jealous?
Of what? It's better if you don't ask, Nozomi.
Indeed.
Don't worry, guys. We can still win this, even without the drug.
That... drug?
Takumi, oh.
Never mind. Just fight!
Never mind about the things that I said.
All right.
Yeah, Veligoshin. And victory!
I'm sorry, my darling. I couldn't protect you.
So here's a question now, like, what we've seen previously is, like, Veshnus jumps in and then absorbs them, but...
And here I made a vow to keep our family safe. I'm a liar and a fool.
Don't say that, my love. You're a hero. You fought valiantly for me, for everyone.
My only regret is that our little warrior will be left to fend for himself.
He'll be fine. Even if we're not there for him, he's strong. He is your son, after all.
Ugh, can you not talk about your kid right now? It's making it really hard for me to work in dirty jokes.
That's not what you should... Okay.
At any rate, this means victory's ours. Yes?
Yeah, but don't forget what Siri told us. There's gonna be another one.
The words were barely out of Mocha's mouth when that other one showed herself. There she was, the Supreme Commander, Veshnus.
How disappointing. Valagarzo, Zanshin. I thought you were stronger than this. Or did you lose on purpose, so I could take your prey for myself?
As she spoke, a change started to come over Veshnus's body.
So that's her battle form, huh? We learned a little about it from the intel we got, but... it's still pretty gross looking, isn't it?
Okie dokie! Time to get killing! I guess we're doing this.
Wait. There's no need for us to fight her directly. Sire? Nigo? Is everything ready?
You bet! We can fire at any time!
Get back inside the school! Post haste!
It's time to use the new weapon, huh?
Wait, new weapon?
We'll explain later. Get inside.
You never told us nothing about that.
Everybody looked confused. Obviously, Sarai, them, and Hiruko hadn't felt it necessary to tell them about the bomb.
There's no time. We'll explain later.
Trust me, guys. Just get out of here!
The others responded to my order and ran back towards the school. Hiruko and I brought up the rear. Once we were all inside, I turned back and saw Veshnus walking slowly across the battlefield towards us. Just being like, where you go? What's happening? What are you doing? It was now or never.
We're in! Fire when ready! Gotcha! Here we go!
Undying flame bomb! Fire!
That's what's gonna happen this time. Oh, it's already exploded, okay. I just wanted it to be like a slow progression of the bomb moving towards her, like slowly. But no, I'm assuming that's her actually done this time though. I mean, on previous ones she came back, but due to having the hemo antidote, this time's different. Nice work, troops. You did great out there. The credit for the final blow has to go to Miss Shizuhara, of course. That's right, we couldn't have done it if you hadn't got those materials for us, Shizuhara. We are truly grateful. Seriously though, Hiruko, you could have told us we had something like that up our sleeve. Yeah, this was no time to butter your lips.
Oh!
The expression is button your lip. If we'd known, we could have helped you get the materials you needed. Why'd you keep it a secret all this time? Let's just say I had my reasons. So Veshnus actually bit the big one? He's really gone now? He's got to be. An explosion that strong would have blown her to smithereens. It's true she disappeared without a trace when the dust cleared, but since there's no body, there's a chance she might have survived somehow. Come to think of it, it did happen in some other timelines. Even after getting caught in the undying flame bomb blast, Veshnus came back to fight another day. Glanced over at Hiruko. She was resting a finger on her glasses, a distant look in her eyes, like her thoughts were somewhere else. No use thinking about what-ifs now. I say we enjoy this victory high while it lasts. I'm down for that. We've got to take our wins when we can.
No.
It's time for the usual. I think so. 1, 2...
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Hey, all the dots. So, we'll be having a party this time? We don't have the budget for that. This is a military academy, not some hedonistic tech startup. Alas. And so our post-battle meeting ended without any further discussion. Tired but satisfied that we'd done a good job, we went back to our rooms to rest. At night, A little while after dinner, I made my way to Hiruko's room. Do-do-do. What? My shoes are already clean. I'm not here to lick your boots, Hiruko. What do you want then? My sofa and desk chair aren't broken. But then, they're not even here. I didn't come so you could sit on me either. I wanted to ask you something. I mean, you don't have them anyway.
Huh?
You said you'd be counting on me to get us out of this loop. Let's get into details. What exactly am I going to have to do? Good question. First of all, we need to figure out an actual method of leaving the loop. Can we consider that our objective for now?
Oh.
If you want. It's not going to be easy. You can't just try anything that comes to mind and hope it will work. Believe me, I'm speaking from experience.
Huh?
What should we do then? Don't get ahead of yourself. There's something else we have to deal with first. Something else?
Oh.
Tomorrow night, we're leaping to this timeline. Hiruko took out her device and showed me the timeline diagram again. This one? Day 16. I call it the killer zombie route. Okay. It's upstream from the serial killer and zombie branches, hence killer zombie. You mean?
Oh.
Yes. The timeline where you became a serial killer. Tomorrow we're going there.
Huh.
And we're changing history. Are we? Are we? Day 16. After breakfast, I headed back to my room to think out my next move. Hiruko said we'd go change history tonight. That still gives me most of the day to do other stuff. Maybe I'll head back to my room and go hang out with someone for a while. Free time, I assume. That I'll still cut out. Day turned into night. I thought that was going to be it then. It would be like day 17. Like, no. Taking care not to be stopped. Hiruko and I snuck out of the school. Where are you off to now? We made our way along the road that led to the old lab. Oh, where are you going? Along the way, Hiruko began speaking.
Oh?
I discovered the parallel leap machine on my 37th loop.
Uh-huh.
I decided to investigate every corner of this old town and happened upon it by chance. But for the next few loops, I'd go back when my memories returned and try to learn more about it. By the 49th loop, I more or less knew what it could do and how to operate it. So we still don't know who made it or why it's here. Why were you so determined to figure it out, though?
Oh?
You probably won't believe me. Don't laugh, all right? Okay. I heard a voice. While I was sleeping, it said, "That machine will be your salvation." Okay, that's interesting. Seriously? You said you wouldn't laugh. Sorry, it's just... You must have been just hearing things, right? She ignored me and carried on walking. I followed after her at the safe distance, feeling like I just poked a hornet's nest. You pretty much did, mate. You pretty much did. Still can't help wondering what the machine is doing here in the first place.
Oh?
Someone here must have been researching parallel universes. Somebody? Who? Researchers, probably. What researchers? How am I supposed to know? Let's just be grateful we have access to such a useful resource, come on. It's like, Tagumi, these questions like she clearly wouldn't have answers to. Like the last time, Hiruko and I dispelled our class armor once we got inside the lab. We can't wear leap suits and class armor at the same time, right? We went over this before. The leap suits repel our hemoanima. I know, but why do they have that function?
Oh?
Leaping is achieved using cryptoglobin, or rather using its energy waves. The infinite parallel universes out there exist in a space filled with cryptoglobin energy. It surges in constant waves and unpredictable patterns. To leap, we have to harness those waves. It's almost like surfing. We ride the waves in that space to get to our destination. Doing that without protection puts a lot of strain on the body. Yeah, I know. I've experienced it myself.
You got off easy. Serious leap damage can affect the brain and rob you of your memories and your ability to reason.
How do you know that?
Hey, I'm tougher than I look.
Please take this seriously. If you parallel leap 2, maybe 3 more times with exposed skin, your body will eject all of its cryptoglobin.
Okay, that's bad. We don't want that. That's bad.
That means no more revivals. You'll die, and you'll stay dead.
My point is, to avoid leap damage, you have to avoid touching that cryptoglobin energy directly. So that's why the leap suits cover our whole bodies and push it away from us. That's right. Thanks for clearing that up. I have another question, though. You said we're going to change history tonight. What exactly is that going to involve? Same thing as when I went to the Hunt Mystery Timeline on day 5, erasing the Gi data from that Takumi's brain. I've got everything we need right here on this thumb drive. That's the thing Sarai gave you, right? The cerebral glitch repair program? Yes. The only difference is, this time we'll be treating the killer zombie version of you. Let's call him Takumi 2 to make things easier. This rate, Takumi 2 is going to become a killer. We're going to treat him before he can commit his first murder. But that's not all. We've got something else we need to do in that timeline. What's that? In the version of history I know, Takumi actually killed somebody tonight. Who's that? Hiruko 2. In other words, me. Okay. Let's go have a gander then. So the killer route, the killer zombie route. So that's the slasher route, isn't it? So what day are we on? What day are we on? We're here, aren't we? Just when does Hiruko actually die? Because it's like, do we see that timeline she's on about? It's like, I don't think we do. Because that's the mystery route timeline. And that's obviously the killing game route. Like, yeah, the timeline we've experienced is the one she's about to change. Like, we've experienced the change. Okay. What? We have to prevent that murder before we move on to treat him. Hold on a minute, I don't remember any timeline like that. It's like, because we're about to change it. I don't know what to tell you, I'm the one who got killed, I remember it very clearly. Tonight around 11 PM, I'll be killed by Takumi 2 in the biolab. You probably just haven't recovered those memories yet. No, it is a case of like, that timeline doesn't exist because we've changed it here. Again, there's like, there's events that are happening before and after at the same time. It's a paradox, but not a paradox because of how it's operating. Is that why? Because I did repress a lot of memories on of that time. Hey, Hiruko, what time is it now? She tapped her glasses near her temple before replying. 9:18 PM.
Huh?
How did you know? My glasses have a clock function built into them. They do? The lenses can function as a transparent heads-up display to show me the time whenever I touch them just here. It'll be a problem if I can't keep track of time. Here, you can have this. Your device? I have another one of my own. Just switch it on and it'll display the time. Take it. Hiruko, pass me the little machine. I slipped it into my pocket. Said 9:18 PM. 9:19 PM now. And we'd better hurry. Leaping takes you to the same point in time, right? We can't go forward or back. That's true, but we can't go yet. Why? Remember what I told you about riding the waves to alternate timelines? They're from a space filled with cryptoglobin energy. So let's call them blood space waves. Blood space. Anyway, we can only leap when they're at their highest intensity. That's why I likened them to surfing. Sometimes you have to wait for a big enough wave to come along. But when is that going to be? Take a look at the device I gave you. Took the thing out of my pocket and turned it on. Displayed some kind of diagram of waves along with 2 times. Between 10:20 and 1:15 tonight. Yes. We'll only be able to leap during that time. But you said Takumi 2 kills Hiruko 2 at... 11 p.m. So even if we leap as soon as that window opens, we'll only have 40 minutes. That's right, 40 minutes to get it all done. But it takes over half an hour to just get back to the school from here. Would you prefer to call a taxi? I know it won't be easy, but we still have to try. Yeah, what are we gonna do, mate? We waited for the blood space waves. Hiruko showed me how to use the machine. Wow, it's a lot more simple than I thought. Everything sounds simple when it's explained to you. I had to put in a lot of work to figure all this out. It was 10:19 p.m. Just 1 minute until we could jump. We'd already changed into our leap suits and adjusted the machine settings. Let's go over everything one last time. What timeline are we leaping to? Kill a zombie. And what's our objective? To remove the Gi data from Takumi 2's brain and prevent Hiruko 2's murder. Good, it's time. Let's get started. I hit the red button on the control console and we both stepped onto the platform. Okay, let's do this. Put things right that once went wrong. You see that one over there? No, not that one! No, the one to the right! No! Wrong one! Wonder if they do enter the wrong one randomly sometimes.
Huh?
Did we do it? Did we leap?
No.
Don't just stand there, we need to get going. Hiruko was already on her way outside. I grabbed a fire extinguisher and hurried after her. Good job the fire extinguishers are there on this timeline. Shouldn't we be taking off our leap suits first? I can't remember which loop it was, but I tried doing this in my regular clothes once. It didn't end well. There's 2 Hirukos. This one's a fake. It must be a shape-shifting commander. They captured me and shut me in a cage in the courtyard from then to day 100. If you want the same thing to happen to you, I won't stop you.
No.
Now pick up the pace. You know we don't have a lot of time. Hiruko took off running. I did the same and we started our journey back to the school. We still had a ways to go, so I decided to ask about something. Hey, can you tell me more about what happened between Hiruko 2 and Takumi 2? It all started around this time, actually. I couldn't sleep, so I decided to take a walk around the school. That's when Takumi 2 attacked me. The Gi data in his brain must have finally taken over. He chased me into the biolab. He was far stronger than he had any right to be. A Gi can draw out superhuman reserves of strength from its host, after all. Yeah, which is a thing with the human body. It's like it can do a lot more than it normally can. It's just it will cause damage to the body, which is why it doesn't do it. It's like it's one of the reasons why you get like a burst of adrenaline and then you can do loads of like really powerful things. Like we have a lot more strength than we tap into. It's just, it would damage the body. So it doesn't allow us, essentially. He slammed my head on the operating table, and while I was still dazed from that, well, you get the idea. Never had a chance to fight back. We'd almost reached the academy. I could see the wall of fire up ahead. It's why in certain times, in certain situations, like, people get unbelievable strength when it doesn't seem like they'd be able to. It's like, it's because the situation, that your brain basically goes like, right, damage is worth it. Let's get that sorted. That's the kind of thing. It's the fight or flight response. If the fight, it basically unlocks your potential. Like, becomes superhuman, you know. It's kind of true. Kind of. Suddenly, Hiruko stopped and picked something up off the ground. Is that a power saw? We'll be needing this. What for? Takumi 2 locked the biolab door behind him when he attacked me. We'll have to break it down to get to him. This is the fastest way to do that. I was starting to get a bad feeling about this. Hold on, I've seen that power saw kill our friends in this timeline. Like, we're gonna get pushed out a window. By taking that into the school, you're putting them all in danger. That won't happen. We're going to cure Takumi 2 after all. Things don't go that way, but what if we mess it up? We won't. How can you be so sure? Enough talk. You're my servant, aren't you? You said you'd do anything to help, didn't you? I guess, but then don't talk back. Just do as you're told. Hiruko took off toward the wall, power saw in hand. I followed a few steps behind, trying to keep down the panic rising in my chest. That's the adrenaline, that, mate. Before long, we arrived at the school. I checked the time, it displayed in the corner of the little window in front of my helmet. 10:56 p.m. We've only got 4 minutes.
No.
We have to hurry. We barreled through the entrance hall and into the hallway. Hiruko kept going through the halls and up the stairs. It was all I could do to keep up with her. Soon enough, we reached the second floor. I found myself outside the door to the biolab. Hiruko had gotten there before me, of course. I saw the two of them running there just now. Hiruko 2 went in first, then Takumi 2 chased after her. He was carrying a kitchen knife. He's got a knife, just like I remember. In that case, I was right, the door's locked. Damn it. Kick it in. Pulled on the door myself just in case, but it won't budge. Then I heard a noise from inside the room. That was probably Hiruko 2 getting thrown around. It's already 10:59 p.m. This is bad, we're almost out of time. Stand back. I barely had time to react before Hiruko revved her power saw and charged forward. There was a terrible splintering sound as the door yielded to the relentless rotating metal blades. Okay, maybe Hiruko is going out the window. Come on! Following Hiruko's lead, I stepped through it into the biolab, but I was not ready for what was waiting for me inside. It's me! It's me with red eyes! It took me a moment to process what had happened. Hiruko had gone in first, but now she was crumpled up in the corner. Okay, we're going out the window then. Okay, back to that. Blow from Takumi 2 must have sent her flying. From the sound of that groan, she was going to be out of action for a little while. And on the other side of the operating table was Hiruko 2. She was also on the floor and looked pretty out of it. Both of the Hirukos were down for the count. Obviously, only one person could be responsible for this. Takumi 2. This timeline's version of me. Our eyes met and I froze up. Wasn't used to looking at my own body from the outside. It was such a surreal experience. I just stood there, forgetting even to breathe. But it wasn't long until time started to flow again, and I was dragged back to reality. Takumi 2 raised his kitchen knife and dashed toward me. Yard and such like. Oh, there he goes. Hiruko said the leap suits repel hemoenema, but that wasn't a class weapon he was holding. It was more than capable of tearing through the suit and hurting me. He swung wildly, but I did my best to dodge his blows. Obviously, I wasn't about to let myself get killed, especially not by my own doppelganger. But I couldn't keep dodging forever. He was sure to hit me sooner or later. This does raise a question of like, Hiruko, have you tried on one of your loops to like just bring back loads of suits and give them to everyone? Because then they can fight the commanders and be okay, right? See how that changes things. It's like with the idea of loops, and be like, I'm just interested, like, what other things have you tried? I needed a weapon, something I could use to fight back. Right as that thought crossed my mind, my foot brushed against something. I glanced down, it was the power saw. Hiruko must have dropped it when she got knocked over. And it was still running. I ducked down, grabbed it, and swung it to the side. The blade connected with the other me's knife and sent it flying. That didn't stop him, though. He grabbed at my arm, trying to take the power saw from me. Ugh. I wasn't about to go down without a fight. I wrenched it away and kicked him in his stomach. I slammed against the wall and fell to the floor. His face contorted in pain. Must have hit him pretty hard. He wouldn't be getting up anytime soon. Well, the gi won't, but I took advantage of the lull in the fight to go and check on Hiruko 2. She didn't seem to have any visible injuries, but I had to make sure she was okay. With all that strafing around I'd been doing, not to mention the run over here, I wasn't exactly feeling at my best. I fought through the fatigue and lumbered over to this timeline's Hiruko, just as I was about to reach her. Something slammed into me hard from behind. I staggered a few steps, suddenly off balance. Takumi 2 saw his opportunity and took it. As the two of us grappled, we found ourselves near the window. Yep, here we go. And then, out we go. Next thing I knew, I was in the air, with Takumi 2 still clinging to me. He must have tackled me with so much force that it sent us right through the window. Shards of glass were all around us, sparkling in the night air. For one weird, disconnected moment, I actually looked kind of beautiful. But then the laws of physics kicked in and we were falling, rocketing toward the ground faster than either of us could deal with. All the dots. That didn't sound pleasant. My leap suit must have provided some protection because falling from the second floor didn't hurt nearly as much as it should have. I saw the power saw lying to my side. I grabbed it and got to my feet, looking around for Takumi 2. He was standing nearby, maybe 30 feet away. It looked like he'd just gotten to his feet. He was still swaying unsteadily. Well, I prevented Hiruko 2's murder. That just left one thing still to do in this timeline. Get rid of the Gi data. We had to treat Takumi 2. Couldn't let him get away now. I tightened my grip on the power saw and ran toward him. My double saw me coming. It's like the double saw is like I'm thinking the circular saw, you know. My double saw me coming and ran. I stayed on his tail and eventually cornered him right in front of the wall of fire. I raised my power saw and revved it. In the light of the undying flames, the blade glinted ominously. I wasn't going to kill Takumi 2, obviously. Didn't even want to hurt him. He may be from an alternate reality, but he was still me after all. So what was I going to do? Just threaten him? If he thought I was out to kill him, maybe he'd come quietly. I decided to go with that, and hefted the power saw again. Wait, something about this doesn't seem right. Haven't I seen this happen before? Yes, you have. I couldn't have been distracted for more than 2 seconds, but that was all he needed. Pain flashed across my left leg, and my view started to tilt to the side. As I toppled over, everything seemed to slow down, and I found myself thinking I should have seen this coming. Then my downward movement came to an abrupt stop. I felt my head slam against the cold, hard ground. Even with my helmet on, it was a real shock to the system. I was majorly disorientated. I could barely string 2 coherent thoughts together. We are your thoughts, we're doing it now. Let alone come up with a plan to fight back. Through instinct more than anything else, I managed to stagger back to my feet. My thoughts were still hazy, but one thing was abundantly clear. I didn't have the power saw anymore, so it must be. Now it's my turn. So I'm just trying to line this up. It's like day 16. Up here. So take action. And that's what led us to the slasher route. Not that, so that's when that went off to the comedy route. Okay. Okay. So did we take action? Is that what we did? Is that like because that feels like what we did, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're on the slash route.
You won't get away!
The tables had turned and now Takumi 2 was after me. Fortunately, wasn't moving very fast, probably because he was weighed down by the power saw. My vision was back to normal now, but the haze around my thoughts was still there. Felt like I was forgetting something important, but I couldn't think what. Before I could figure it out, Takumi 2 made his move. He discarded the power saw, tossing it aside into the bushes. Now that he'd lightened his load, he was a lot faster than before, and gaining on me fast. He He and I were the same person, of course, so our running speed should have been the same, except I had a big clunky leap suit slowing me down. It's only a matter of time before he catches me. I need to find somewhere I can ditch this suit. Right as the thought crossed my mind, the outline of the school came into view up ahead. Bwam, bwam, bwam. I put on a burst of speed, running for the school with all my might. I scrambled into the hallway and up the stairs. My feet were barely even touching the ground as I fled along the second floor. Finally, I tumbled into the bathroom. I held my breath and listened hard. I could hear footsteps in the hall outside. They got closer, then passed by, and gradually faded away. I let out a sigh and leaned back against the wall. My head was swimming. I just stood there and spaced out for a while. So what am I supposed to do now? Still have to get that guy under control somehow. Maybe I can hide and try to get the jump on him? This suit's so hard to move around in, though. What about Hiruko? Won't be doing anything stealthy in this. It'll be easy for him to turn the tables on me if anything goes wrong, too. The solution to that was obvious enough. I took off my leap suit. Looking around, I found a supply closet and stowed it in there. Okay, I'd better get going. We need to fix this quick before our window to leap back closes. My first move would be to find Hiruko. She was probably still in the biolab. I walked toward the bathroom door, but just as I was about to open it. Could they have hidden in the bathroom? Guess I'd better check. Darn it, why do you have to pick now to think about looking in here? I looked around for escape. There was no point hiding in one of the stalls. I'd get found out right away. In that case, there's only one way out. I ran to the window and opened it. I jumped out with all the energy I could muster, but something went wrong. Maybe it was the fatigue setting in, but I couldn't control my posture like I wanted to. I fell. Ow. Ow. Flat on my back, my head hitting the ground with a sickening crunch. I'd really done it this time. My consciousness was leaving me like smoke blown away in a strong breeze. Right before it all went dark, I was aware of footsteps nearby and somebody saying something.
Takumi, are you okay? Hold on. Stay with me.
Oh, it feels so good. That was where my memory cut out for the day. The next thing I knew, my mind melted away into chaos and confusion.